All right, Shannon, are you surprised that Mayock came out this strong calling out AB?
Hell no, he should have come out stronger. Skip, this is supposed to be the honeymoon.
Yeah.
Skip, look, you plan a wedding. Now, they traded a third and a fifth to get AB, a big-time, big play potential, has Hall of Fame written all over him.
True.
So you give him 3 years, $50 million, $30 million fully guaranteed. This the honeymoon. Shit, if I have a great wedding, I have 150 people at my wedding, an 8-tier cake, and everybody is all happy, and I get to the honeymoon, and all we do is argue for 2 weeks, there's a good chance, Skip Bayless, we probably not going to make it to that old silver that 25-year anniversary mark. There's a good chance that the Oakland Raiders and Antonio Brown, Skip, is not going to make it these 3 years. I'm afraid that's going to be the case.
Yep.
Skip, it's simple as this. The NFL instituted a couple of years ago that they were going to test helmets because they wanted the safest helmets as possible. Because the one thing the NFL loves more than the thing that they love is money. The thing that they hate worse than money is losing money. They don't want another $5, $6, $7 billion settlement to come down the pipeline, Skip. So they said, we're going to test these helmets. Now, they let certain guys be grandfathered. All the other guys got new helmets.
Okay.
Guys like Tom Brady, grandfather. But guess what Tom Brady's playing with this year in 2019, Skip? A new helmet.
Yep.
Aaron Rodgers, grandfather. Guess what he's playing with in 2019, Skip? A new helmet.
And by the way, they don't like it either.
Tom Brady's like, well, hold on. I played in 5 Super Bowls in this helmet. I kind of like this thing. But dum-dum, AB, all about him.
It is.
Skip, because you know what's going to happen? Let's just say for the sake of argument. They say, AB, you can play with that helmet. AB gets injured on the football field. Now, tell me what you think is going to happen, Skip. He's going to try to sue the brakes off the NFL.
Yep.
So they're trying to protect him from himself, but he's making it all about himself. And therein lies the reason why Skip Bayless, the CBA, the players are going to lose again. Because you got too many guys like AB that only will be willing to think about themselves and not the greater good. Because the greater good is for the NFL to put the safest equipment on the field. Because you're trying to make the game as safe as you possibly can, Skip, but you're trying to make a game that's inherently dangerous to begin with. Safe. Big men running into bigger men at a high rate of speed. And AB, Skip, what else can they do? And Mike Mayock was correct. We've supported him all the way through this process. Okay, he's exhausted. These are the helmets that you can play in. You cannot play in the short with 2011, 14, 10, it doesn't matter. That helmet will not be certified. Move it along. And then he had the nerve. Skip, did you see what he tweeted? What NFL stood for?
I saw it.
Skip, you stand here and there are a lot of times that African-American guys are coming here, black guys are coming here, stacks, and we joke about things that you and I know we never would say on air. That's a barbershop conversation. If you want to go to the barbershop and say it stands for N for life, have at it. You with your boys. But you put that publicly. Do you understand what these owners and general managers are looking at you like? You got to be the dumbest. You know what? In all the NFL. Do you know what other blacks are saying? Dude, you making $30 million over the next 2 years.
Guaranteed.
And you're going to talk about, but I told you this was going to happen. See, Skip, everybody jumped on me. And I told you in early 2016, when he went Facebook Live, what I tell him you should do, Skip?
You said cut bait.
You knew right away.
Because I know,
I remember
if he's acting like this, Skip, with very little money, and at the time, for what he was producing, he was making little money. I said, you watch. You give him money, Skip Bayless? Money does not change people. Money makes you more of what you already are. You see what he was when he was in Pittsburgh and he was making $6 million? Now they gave him 16, 17, 18 million. And he's a bigger jerk than what he was in Pittsburgh. And it's only going to get worse. You know why, Skip? What y'all going to do? I got $30 million guaranteed. You can't cut me because that'll be so much dead money on your books. But I hope the Raiders is like, you know what? We were a sucker. Maybe there's another one down the line that'll trade for him. But this dude.
Never ending. Skip?
As you know, I used to love John Gruden. I know him pretty well.
Yes.
I covered his team
Sure.
before he went to Tampa when I was in San Francisco covering the Raiders.
Yes.
I'm liking him less and less after 2 episodes of Hard Knocks because I'm not liking the guy I'm seeing in Hard Knocks.
Because he's letting this stuff slide.
No, just because he's gone over the edge. He used to have a good combination of good cop, bad cop in him.
Yeah.
He's got a nice way with players. He can kind of, his repartee with players can be good when he's just kidding.
Yeah.
But it's less than, maybe they're only showing the negative, but he is getting increasingly negative. Because he won a Super Bowl and he knows he's under extreme heat from the Shannon Sharpes of this world to put up now because you're making $10 million. No, wait. $100 million for 10 years. Yeah, $10 million.
So he got 90 more to come.
Okay.
He's doing good.
Unfortunately for John Gruden, everything you said is painfully true because I said the day this deal went down that the Raiders just took a desperate plunge that will ultimately backfire. Why? Because that's exactly the player John Gruden needs right now and exactly the player he can't coach.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mike Mayock spoke for John Gruden yesterday. He didn't speak for Mike Mayock.
Right.
He's been on NFL Network, being a draft analyst.
Right.
That was John Gruden's from his lips to your ears, right?
Yes.
He was, I'm not saying he's a puppet, but again, John runs that organization because that's the deal he signed.
Yes.
I want total control of the draft, of any general manager.
Final 53, whatever
it is. It's my call. Buck stops here. So that was what you were hearing is put up or shut up. Antonio, are you with us or against us?
I'm surprised John hadn't. Look, John's been very supportive. He's like, look, the guy wants a helmet that he feels comfortable in, and we support him. Okay, we will let Skip. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, the guy goes to walkthrough on Saturday, and it looks like everything's a go, and he doesn't show up for Sunday? Skip,
Bad sign.
Skip, I played 14 years.
Yep.
I've never
didn't miss.
Skip, no, but I never saw a guy.
I know.
Not miss. I've seen guys late to practice, late to meetings, but just like, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Skip, you remember what happened when John Gruden was in Tampa and he and Keyshawn fell out? He's like, Keyshawn, go home. But I'm done with this.
I looked up the quotes this morning just so I could refer to them because Keyshawn said later that I didn't like the way I was being coached. I didn't like the way I was being talked to.
Yes.
Because when John Gruden goes over the edge, it gets profane and it gets nasty negative. He can just obliterate you. And again, he's got no edit button in him. He had it on Monday Night Football, but in this, you can see some of his blasts. He just relentlessly critical, especially of his quarterbacks. But if this guy pushes him too far, he will go over the edge just the way I believe this young man has gone over the social media edge into me-ism.
Yes.
It's all about him. It's all about starring, not winning. It's about AB, not about the Oakland Raiders.
Likes.
Yep, it's all about clicks and likes. So he's got to show up by plummeting to earth in a hot air balloon, right?
Yeah.
Dawn. And then what did I tell you about the first Hard Knocks? What caught my eye at the first team meeting they showed right out of the box? John Gruden's up there saying, let's all hug each other. And who's the teacher's pet sitting in the front row? Derek Carr. Yeah. And I still think John Gruden hadn't bought into Derek Carr. But you could see in the very back of the room, standing in the doorway with a couple of undrafted free agents was number 84.
Right.
Why? Because he's sending the message of, I'm bigger than all this. I don't sit down for team meetings. I don't do team meetings. I'm me. I'm AB.
You were sitting down for team meetings.
Yeah.
There's no way you were standing in the back of the room.
Skip, guys are looking at me.
Yeah, you're the leader.
I'm one of the leaders.
You're the leader.
Come on.
And when coach is talking, I'm not talking. I'm early. Because because the message that I wanted to send, even though I thought rookies would be on their best behavior, what happens when he's no longer a rookie and he becomes the type player that Shannon Sharpe is? If he sees Shannon Sharpe bull jiving, then he feels that's going to be acceptable. And that's going to be a reoccurring theme.
So Shannon Sharpe had a responsibility to his teammates to show up healthy as he could be for day one of training camp. AB shows up having undergone a cryotherapy treatment without the proper footwear. How can you do that?
Yeah.
It's just not smart.
No.
You have to wear the proper protection
Yeah,
on
you
your
wear
feet.
socks and you wear Ugg boots.
Yes, you do.
You don't go in there barefooted.
Okay, that's just showing blatant, irresponsibility towards your teammate. You come in, you got blisters you got frostbite on your feet.
And I said, Skip, I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
I said, I've never seen anything like this, and I've seen some blisters. I mean, guys wearing 7 studs, which is the metal, as opposed to the rubber bottom, Skip. Yeah. And you're not used to practicing those, and you're on your feet 3, 4, 5 hours a day. So you develop blisters. Yeah. I said, Skip, in 14 years of playing NFL football in college, I've never seen blisters like that. Okay. So I knew it was more than just...
There you go. And how many Spider Y2 bananas has AB been able to run with Derek Carr on the football field?
0.
0. So we're getting closer. Now we're getting to the dress rehearsal, third preseason game, and 84 has no real rapport with Derek Carr.
But you know what's going to happen, Skip Bayless? He'll come out there, he'll have a spectacular, and you say, that's why they got him. And it's going to be short-lived. Yeah. It's going to be short-lived. Because that guy right there, that's the guy that's never going to be happy. It's always going to be something. See, right now it's the helmet. But he'll find another reason.
There'll be something new. It's like a little kid almost. Like he's testing, like, oh, how much can I get away with? Should I try something new? But at some point, they have to ask him. He's got to stop. It's affecting the morale.
Skip, you remember, I think we talked about it a couple of weeks ago when we were on, about Aaron Rodgers. As soon as his plays start to slip, they're going to move on. You watch.
Yep.
You watch.
Right.
Soon.
I know, but they owe him $30 million.
It's a lot of money.
You can't, Skip, first, they owe him that. Can you imagine what that would accelerate on that cap? But they don't want that, Skip. No. I mean, that kind of dead money, and the guy's not playing for you. But maybe eventually they'll move on. They'll find a sucker just like they were.
Yeah.
And he'll find. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.